Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with another update for my year-long project pan. This is probably one of my most favorite videos to update and film, just because all of my projects in this project are goals. Sorry Lexi, that's my doggy. She always does this when I film, but yeah, she wants my attention. Do you want to come up? So for those of you who haven't seen her in a while, here we have my little baby. This is Lexi. Yeah, she's just gonna sit on my lap for a bit because she clearly wants attention. Anyway, sorry if you can see her little head, by the way. But I was saying that it's exciting for me, this project, because every single product in this project I want to finish. I don't really have any usage goals or nothing like that, so it's very exciting for me. And also I feel like I always have really good progress on these products because a lot of them are things that I use on a daily basis. So I'm excited to jump into the video, but before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we're going to start with the first product, and the first product that I have is one that has been in since the very beginning of the year, and that is a primer. So this is my Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, which is like a hydrating primer. And I've been working on to finish this one. Already at the last update, I did tell you guys that I was getting very close to finishing this one, and I knew that I was getting close. I could feel it, like if I just felt the weight of it, everything like that. I couldn't really see through it, so I couldn't measure it throughout the progress or throughout the project rather. But I knew that I was getting close. So in the past month, I used this one 13 additional times, and I was able to finish this one up. It took me 70 uses in total in the project to finish this product. And I think this one was brand new when I rolled it in. So that means that 70 uses in total to finish this one up. And it was nice. It definitely wasn't my favorite. I wouldn't repurchase. It was nice and hydrating, but yeah, it wasn't anything special. And I feel like it didn't make my makeup last longer. It didn't like make it look any better really. I prefer to do my skincare to hydrate my skin instead of this one. So it was nice, but yeah, I'm happy to have it out. Next up, we have a bronzer. And again, this one has been in since the beginning of the year. And that one is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I'm going to roll the footage of what this one has been looking like. You can see at the introduction of the year, I already had pan on this product. But yeah, I still have quite a long way to go. I've been working on this one very, very hard, and it's been my go-to bronzer every single day. I'm sure there's been a couple days here and there that I used other things. But majority of the time, this one has been my go-to bronzer. At the last update, I had actually repressed this one, and I will have the footage of that rolling right now. And this is where I am with this bronzer today. So as you can see, I am so close to finishing this one. I was hoping to have it done by this update, but I have just a handful of uses left in there. So not quite there, but I'm getting very close. So yes, this is where I am with the product again. Obviously, you saw the footage, but I'm so close, guys. I think there might just be like 3-4 uses left in here, maybe 5. But yeah, it's not much time left with this one overall. And since the last update, I have used this one 32 times, which is really good. It's every single time I've done my makeup. I've used this one. It has been slightly more than a month because I'm actually filming this one on a day before it needs to go up. So very last minute, just because I wanted to finish this product, but again, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get there. And then also, sometimes I did my makeup twice, so I feel like that kind of is why it's slightly higher than 31. But 32 uses, really happy with that, and this is definitely going to be empty by next month. It's a little bit of a shame that I wasn't able to roll it out this month and replace it, but I'm still happy with the progress on this product. Another product that I've been working on since the beginning of the year, and it's another one that I repressed last month. It is from my Sleek Solstice palette, and it's the shade Sub Solar, which is the third shade in the palette. So again, I'm going to roll the footage here of what this one has been looking like throughout the year. It's been quite a while. It's been 4 months in the project now, including this past month. So this is what it's been looking like. I didn't have pan on this one in the first month, but I did hit pan on it after 1 month of use. And then since then, I've just been expanding the pan. Like I said, I also repressed this one last month, and this is what it looked like at that point. It still looks like I have a lot of product, but it was very thin at that point. And this is where I am with this product today. So you can see that I was able to finish this one. I'm so happy. I actually finished this one today, and I can't be happier. Guys, I am finally done with that highlighter. You can see the pan is completely empty. I'm so pleased. And again, I finished that up today. I'm using it as a highlighter very heavily. And it took me a lot of use to finish this one. So it took me 41 additional uses to finish this one up, and that is very, very high. Again, I use this one every single time I did my makeup, and I also doubled it up quite a lot as an inner corner highlight. So every time I use it on my inner corner and on my cheeks, I counted that as 2 uses. That's just how I do it. If I use it in 2 different uses, like, not like inner corner and brow highlight, or not like 2 uses on my face, that still counts only as 1, if that makes sense. But if I use it in 2 areas, like either on my face and then my eyes, I also count as 2. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, 41 additional uses, and I'm really, really happy. Let me actually calculate how many times it took me to finish this one completely. So this highlighter took me 141 uses in total to finish up. So quite a long time. And it took me basically 4 complete months of using this one almost every single day. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy that it's out. I'm happy that I have a highlight finish, because I have quite a few lofty highlighter goals this year. And I will be replacing this one at the end of the year with a new product. Because even though like I have other highlighters in this palette, I was only focusing on that specific one to finish. So yeah, that is the next product, and I'm so pleased that that one is out. So we have 3 final products that has been in since the start of the year, and all of them are actually eyeshadows. We're going to go ahead and start talking about my single eyeshadow from Glam Shop first, which is the shade Turbo Mielka. And this is what it looked like at the introduction. Again, I already have pan on it. I've been working on it previously. I actually had this one in my year-long project pan last year, I believe. And yeah, I was just working on it then. I've been consistently expanding the pan throughout this year, and it has again been in for 4 months now. This is what it looked like at the last month. And since then, I used this one 12 additional times, and this is what it looks like today. And as you can see, I'm getting really, really big pan on this eyeshadow now. I haven't checked the footage yet from last month, but I believe the pan is quite, like, expanded quite a lot, especially with 12 additional uses. So yeah, this is what I am with the eyeshadow today. I'm really, really pleased. It's definitely getting towards the end of it. I mean, I think it's going to still take minimum 2 more months, but I'm really, really happy that the pan is expanding so much. I used this one a lot in the past month, and previously when I have used it in the project, I've used it a lot as an inner corner highlight, and actually that's what I'm doing today. I'm using this one on my inner corners today. But I actually used this a lot in the past month all over my lid, which I have done on and off throughout the project in general. But I found a way that I really, really love using this one, and that is using this one over a really like bright yellowy gold eyeshadow. I've done it with 2 different eyeshadows this past month. I've done it with my shade bronze from my Pan palette, which is the Soft Glam palette. And I've also done it with the shade West Coast from my Product Level Up palette, which is the At First Sight palette. I've been pairing this one on top of those 2 shades a lot, and it creates this beautiful kind of sandy, cool toned, like it still has a little bit of warmth to it, but it's like a sandy, neutral, beautiful kind of everyday shade, which isn't too warm or too cool. And that's kind of how I've been loving using this one. So I think I'm going to continue doing this one, especially since I completely want to finish up bronze as well. And I think I will definitely continue doing, like I said, next month before we get into really warm weather, when I want to have more of those warm tone shades, because that's kind of one of the things that I've been struggling with all of the warm tone shades that I'm panning, is finding ways to wear them when I'm not really feeling fully warm tones. And this is the perfect way to do it. So I'm expecting to get quite a lot more use out of this one next month. And again, I don't think I will be able to finish it, but I would be happy if, I can finish maybe half what's left. But again, not going to push myself. I know I'm going to finish this one this year, so if I'm not going to rush to finish it basically, but I'm just going to use it as a pace that I like, but I'm really, really happy with where it is today. Again, we have another eyeshadow next, and this is another one that I repressed together with the bronzer and the highlighter. And this is one of the Super Shock shadows from Cleona in the shade Amaze. This is what it has been looking like. So at the introduction, it looks like this. It had pan on it already, similar to a lot of other things. And I've been continuously using this one. The second month, I actually didn't use this one at all, so you won't see any difference from that month. But last month, this is what it looked like, and I used it quite a lot last month. I actually used it 11 additional times, and this is when I felt like I need to repress it. So this is what it looked like after repressing, and this is kind of the starting point from last month. Obviously, the pan is gone because I did repress it, if you don't count like a little bit on the sides, but like the main pan is gone. And this is where I am with this product today. So you probably won't see too much of a difference, but a little bit, and that is because I only use it 1 additional time. And that's fine. I've been focusing on other things, and this is a neutral, kind of beautiful eyeshadow to use, but again, I didn't use it too much in the past month. But yeah, 1 additional use, and it looks pretty like freshly repressed still. You can see maybe a little bit of user share in the center, but it's mostly been untouched, and that's fine. Again, I'm pairing a lot of eyeshadows, so I go kind of through phases what I like panning. And this month I just really like that combination that I just talked about with Turbo Mielka. So I'd use that one a lot as like my everyday shimmer, and I'm sure like next month maybe I'll go back to this one and so on. So expect, I'm going to try to get some more use out of this one next month because I do want to finish it relatively soon. It's still going to take a long time to get through this one, I know, but yeah, I'm going to try to up my use next month because one use isn't the best, but it's okay, especially because I used it so much the month prior. The final eyeshadow that is in this project at the moment is the biggest of them all, and that is this eyeshadow here from Burberry. I should know this by now. This is the sheer eyeshadow in the shade Rosewood, which looked like this when I first introduced it. It is this kind of taupey satin shade. It's not a matte, it's a satin. And I actually use this one in my eyebrows. It's my go-to eyebrow shade. It works really nice for that. It's like maybe not like the absolute perfect. It has a little bit of perfectly undertone to it because since I have quite cool toned roots and like blonde hair, the kind of cool toned ashy purple undertone really works. I'd much rather use something cool tone like this than like any kind of eyeshadow that has red in it. So this one has been working quite well, and you can see what it's been looking like. I've consistently been expanding the pan on this shade, and this is where I was at the last update, so you can see what it looks like then. And this is where this one is today. I haven't checked the footage yet, so not sure how much difference you can see in the pan, but I have used this one 31 additional times, which I'm really pleased with, and I'm hoping that you can see some pan expansion. So yeah, this is where I am with this eyeshadow today. I'm really pleased. The eyeshadow is definitely expanding, and I don't know if you can see, I mean, maybe you could see in the footage, but hopefully you can see that I am kind of flattening out at the edges around the pan quite a lot. So again, I'm not really sure how much the pan has actually expanded, but I am definitely lowering the size around the pan, which means that the pan will probably expand quite a lot before next month. But yeah, I'm really happy with where this is going. I always say this in every update, but this one has 2.5 grams of eyeshadow in it, which is probably, I think it might be the largest eyeshadow that I have in my collection. So I'm expecting it to take a long time, especially because I only use it in my eyebrows, really. I'm sure I could use this one down on my eyes, and I think someone mentioned I could use this one as a contour powder in my comment section last month. But I'm a little bit cautious to do that because it is a satin, but I might try that out if I feel like it's moving too slowly later in the year. But overall, it's an easy product for me to use. Again, a lot of products in this project I put in because I can use them every single day, and this is definitely one of them. Again, 31 uses this past month, and that's quite consistent for me. I used it 31 times the month prior as well, plus 29 uses the month before that, and 33 uses in the first month. So again, around that 30 mark every single month, and I think that's going to continue to happen every single month because it's an easy product, like I said, that I can use every single day. The next product that I have has been in for 2 months now. This is a product that is also quite easy for me to work on every single day. And again, that's a criteria for most of the products in here. This is the Fit Me powder from Maybelline in the shade Light Medium. So this again is a product that I've been rolling in, and I use this one to set like the perimeter of my face. It's too deep to use like all over, or like to set like this inside or underneath my eyes. It's too deep for that, so I kind of used it like to set the perimeter, and I set my under eyes with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and then use this one on the rest, and it kind of helps my bronzer and things blend better. So that's kind of how I use it. In the first month I had this one in, I actually didn't mark this because I didn't really realize how to mark it, because I felt like if I had it this way, like I couldn't get the powder to settle evenly. But someone gave me an idea the month after to kind of put it on its side and mark it that way. So that's what I've been doing. So unfortunately, I don't have a starting point for this powder, but I can show you the progress since last month. And in the last month, I used this one 32 times. Again, every single time I do my makeup, I use this one. And I'm so happy with the progress. It's way more than I expected. You can see that is where I was last month, and this is where I am today. I'm not like, I don't know, I usually have to bang it on a table to get it to set evenly, but yeah, you can see right there. So that is how much I have moved, or how much it has moved. So I'm assuming I might have like 3 more months with this product. And again, I couldn't be happy with that. It's moving way faster than I thought. I thought this one would take, you know, forever to finish up. But yeah, I'm happy with that. And yeah, it's an easy product. It's nothing too exciting. It's just a powder, but it's been working really nicely. It's a really nice powder. Again, I don't know how it works sitting underneath my eyes, but it works beautifully on like the rest of my face. And I really have been enjoying it. Another product I rolled in 2 months ago is this product right here, which is a blush from NARS. This is one that I would hopefully try to finish this year, but I know it's going to be very, very difficult because I don't even have pan on it. It's a very hard pressed blush, but the blush in question is Deep Throat, which looked like this at the introduction. Yeah, you can see it looked a little bit used maybe, but nothing too extreme. So that is the starting point. This is where it looked like last month, and I used it 5 times in the first month, so probably not too much difference. I'm not sure again in the footage how much you can see. And since that point, I've used it 5 additional times, and this is what it is today. So again, maybe I can see that it looks a little bit more used, but it's honestly, there's no dip, no nothing, no anything. I mean, I used it only 10 times in the project, so that's no surprise really, but yeah, it's definitely going to be quite hard. And if I can use it pan on this blush this year, I'm going to be pleased, especially because it's not my main priority. I'm also panning a face palette this year, and the blushes in there are right now my main priority, but it's a beautiful blush. I do like it. But yeah, I used it 10 times so far in the project. This is what it looks like. One of the reasons why I want to finish this one is because the packaging is broken. But I keep looking at this like blush, and I can definitely see a little bit more usage. I feel like I can finally see some usage on this one. I feel like the other months it's just been like basically still looking very brand new. I don't know how deep these pans are. If you have ever panned one of these blushes, like full-size blushes, let me know how deep they are, if they are deep, if they are flat. How many grams are in here? Can I see that? There is 4.8 grams, which is quite a lot, but it's also quite a wide pan. So I don't know, but let me know if you have an experience, because I have never panned one of my NARS blushes, but I'm a bit scared about this blush and how long it's going to take to finish up, or, you know, at least to pan on this year, but eventually use up. But yeah, if I can get a head start on that this year, because realistically, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this one, even though it is on my 50 products I want to pan this year list. But if I can just get like a head start on it and maybe hit pan on it this year, I might be able to completely finish it up next year. Maybe that's going to be my like long-term goal, but it's fine. I like this blush. I like wearing it, and it's going to be a perfect blush now for like spring and summer. So I think I'm going to get more use out of it moving forward. Then finally, we have 2 products that both rolled in last month, and they're both base products. The first one is a foundation. This one is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in the shade Porcelain Beige, which is a beautiful foundation. I'm actually not wearing it today though, but it is a beautiful foundation. It's a little bit light for me, but I have been mixing it with a darker concealer, and it's been working beautifully for me. So again, this one has only been in for 1 month now, and I used it 30 times in the past month, and I have been able to make markings because you can see the foundation settles really well. So that is where I was last month, and this is where I am today. So really, really good progress. I'm not sure if I can be able to finish this one next month, because I think I didn't quite use up half what's there. But this one is definitely going to be done in the next 2 months, like for sure. And it's a really beautiful foundation. Like I said, I have worked through one of these before, and I do like it a lot. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know if I would have repurchased it though, because I have other favorite foundations over this one. And I feel like I also like trying new formulas for foundation, but it is a beautiful one, and I really have been enjoying working on this one. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about how it looks on my skin. Don't have to worry about longevity. And any of that, because it works beautifully for me. So it's been honestly, it's been a joy to use this one every single day. And that's also why my usage is so high on it. But this one is staying in the project. I'm hoping to get some good progress on it. We'll see how far I can get on it next month. Maybe I can finish it up. We just have to see, but that is the Catrice Liquid Coverage Foundation. Then the final product that I have been working on is another base product, like I said, and this one comes from Maybelline. This is the Instant Anti-Age Eraser, and this one is in the shade 7 Sand. When I rolled this one in, this one was a brand new product. I hadn't used it at all. I hadn't even opened it. The sponge was completely untouched, and as you can see today, I have used it quite a bit. But I've used this one a lot. It works beautifully as like a touch-up concealer. It's like basically exactly my skin tone. It was beautiful. It's a perfect match for me. So it's been working really well as like a touch-up concealer. I also use it a lot like as a base underneath my eyes, used to kind of conceal, because it works really, really nicely as an under eyes concealer. And then I kind of use my like lightest concealer very, very lightly here. And that has been working beautifully as well. So it's been getting a lot of different uses for me. And in the past month, I've used this one 34 times. That is both underneath my eyes and as a touch-up concealer throughout the day. And I've got some amazing progress. So again, this one was like brand new. So it was all the way at the top at the last update. And it's all the way down here now. So it's been moving a lot. And I think someone said to me last month that this is going to be super quick for me to get through because they move really, really fast. And it does. This one is beautiful. I love this product a lot, but it does move very quickly. So this is definitely one that I'm expecting to have done next month, especially because I use it daily, either like I said in the 2 ways that I use it. I don't use it underneath my eyes every single day, but I do kind of like when I have it. But yeah, I use it every single day either way. Like sometimes I use it as a touch concealer, sometimes I use it as an under eye concealer, sometimes I use it both ways. But again, I love this one a lot, and this one is definitely going to be done next month. So that means that I will have an empty for sure. I mean, I will probably have 2 empties for sure. It's going to be this one and the bronzer. So very, very excited about that. So it also means that I can keep this project moving. But speaking of empties, we do have 2 empties this month. We have the Sleek Solstice Highlighter as well as the Laura Mercier Primer. So I need to roll in 2 more products. The first product I'm going to roll in is going to be quite an easy one because we're bringing back my Sleek Solstice palette. I want to start working on one of the other shades in here because I do want to get this palette completely out of my collection this year. So we have 2 shades remaining. We have these 2 shades right here, but because we are moving into the warmer weather, the summer, all of that kind of stuff, I do want to move in the kind of dark of the 2, the warmer tone. I mean, it's still quite cool tone, but the peachy one of the 2, which is this one right here. And that is the 4th shade in the palette called Equinox, I believe. And I already have pan on this shade. It's also quite flat. So definitely had more movement on it already compared to Solar, which I worked on before. So I'm hoping this one is going to be quicker to finish up. And then I can start working on this one when we get to like later in the year. But yeah, that's going to be my first product that I'm rolling in. Then if rolling in 1 highlighter wasn't enough, I am clearly insane because I'm rolling in a second highlighter. This one is the What's Up highlighter from Benefit, and this is a cream highlighter. I worked on this one last year to try to finish, but I didn't quite get there, and I wanted to save it to work on this year because I really like working on this one in summer and like when I have a tan, because it worked beautifully as like a cheek highlight at that point. And it kind of fits me because it's a little bit dark for me otherwise, but I like it that way. And I can also use it underneath my foundation as like kind of used internal glow if I'm a little bit paler. So I want to roll it in now because it means I can start using it now, but also work on it when I'm going to be my darkest, which is hopefully going to be in the next coming months. So I'm rolling this one in. And this is how much I have left of it now. So not too much, but this one is a slow mover. So I don't know how long it's going to take to finish up, but that is all the product that I have left. And I have gone ahead and marked it on my piece of paper so that I can show you progress marks moving forward too. But yeah, those are the 2 products that I'm rolling in. And yes, they're both highlighters. So there you guys, is going to be it for my update today. I know it's going to be a long one already, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you liked my little cameo of my dog in the introduction of this video. Hopefully she wasn't too annoying. She was just being very... I don't know, she wanted my attention. She does that sometimes when I film. Sometimes she's passed out, sleeping on the sofa. Sometimes she hears me speak and she just wants all my attention. So I hope that's okay. I'm also really excited. Let me know what products you think I can finish up next month. Do you think I can finish up the foundation as well? Or do you think it's just going to be the bronzer and the concealer? Yeah, let me know. But I hope you guys are having a lovely day wherever you are. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.